giant slayer in the EPL. Arsenal gone, Man City defeated, Liverpool demolished, Chelsea scattered. What next? He's the last man standing. When you talk about the coaches in the EPL right now, in the second leg of the season, Michael Carrick has defied odds. Imagine if Michael Carrick has started this campaign at the start of the season. Just imagine what would have happened, what would have become of Manchester United. The Reds yesterday, there's only one red, and it is the Devils. The Red Devils at the Old Trafford. They gave what? They served Liverpool their own poison. And Slot and his boys were drenched in the pool of defeat, sorrow, agony. And as a man of God couldn't just explain all the things that happened to him, the tragedy that befell him yesterday. Oh, I don't know what to say, but right now, it is the Manchester United season. Forget Arsenal, forget Man City. It is the Manchester United season. Oh, me. Oh, I'm your favorite engineers podcaster. And this evening, right here, in something, everything in the EPL. There is a club in England, London to be precise. It is going so bad for them that they couldn't even encroach Forest. Forest came from the bush to encroach them. Let's just put that on the side. They are still doing so well. They are keeping their head above the waters that is about to swallow them. Discussion will be talked about and this evening. I met a new fan this evening, and that's a Manchester City fan. His name is Tukudi. He's kind of optimistic that Man City is going to win the league. I did not argue. I did not argue. Honestly, trust me, guys. I did not argue. I just believe in him. And I said, okay. I believe the best. And it's the same thing I'll be doing to Arsenal fans too. Okay. But at the same time, let's also talk about it's most likely that Arsenal might be witnessing a life-changing opportunity this week. Don't forget the 2006 Champions League final. Arsenal might be getting the first year. WFM 91.7. We'll be back after this time. Samuel is in the studio to join me to have this conversation. But after this time, I will go strictly from the local stories that will move to international stories. Once again, good evening. It's the state of all these T60. They're still fighting with their tanks. It's the same. Okay, yes, let's start from the and that's talking about the Redemption City tournament in Norway. What's the best growing grassroots tournament in the country, in Ogun State, as we speak? Talent have emerged from this tournament. Yes. Aki Somiro, the likes of Afis, strong talent have actually emerged from this tournament. This is the second edition, and let's talk about the results games that were played this weekend. And let me quickly put it to you: Dove FC defeated Harmony by 2 goals 2 goals to 1. And also Badulaye lost to Best Talent. Let me say that maybe Best Talent at the best side in that game. By lone goal, Flex 89, and also BHM played a barren draw, while Young Boys as well lost to Future Bright by a lone goal. And also let's also put it there that as the M Boys also lost to Porters FC by yeah, M Boys defeated Porters by 3 goals to 0, while Magboro defeated Kapatsi by 2 goals, 2 goals to 1. Ravens, yes, defeated Baraka by 3 goals to 0, while also King Athletics and Dynamic they played a 1-1 draw there. Okay, let's talk about the standings right now. We have Future Bright tops the table by 5 points, while KIC 4 points, and also we have Dove FC in Group B tops the table by 6 points. They've been coming back. Don't forget they lost their first game. But right now, out of 3 games, they've won 2. Rema also 6 points. Best Talent 6 points. Harmony and Badulaye, they are one of the teams that will be eliminated in this tournament. And also, let's say Magboro as well, 6 points. Millie, yes, also Millie also with 4 points. There, yes, that's it. I'm talking about Millie 4 points there, and also let's talk about Raven 6 points, and also Dynamic 5 points. I'm still talking about the Redemption City tournament, and this is a tournament that has produced stars, young stars. It's one tournament. I tell people if you want to create impact, if you want to create, if you're an impact investor, one of the things you should invest in is sport development, grassroots tournament. Because when you look at all these things, this is a way by which you can give young talent a life that they desire, life that they anticipate for, life that they cannot they will never forget in a very, very long time. And I can tell you for a fact, investing in tournament, in grassroots tournament, in academy, emerging academy, I think that's one way by which we can actually count for our money. Because I tell people sometimes people they just have money and just squander it. I know it's your money, but at the same time, one of the ways by which we can account for greatness is not just about the cars we bought, all the houses we built. All those things are very, very important. But investing in young talent, investing, I know that's one thing venture capital firms that you always see them investing in startups and all those things. Investing in growing tournaments, investing in growing football academy. These are the ways by which you can become. You can invest in names, and you can invest in people. I remember one of the story talk about Baba Eleron in Ibadan, those days of Lekon Salami. I want to talk about Chief Lekon Salami. Everybody's talked about the fact that how the man spent, and he was spent. He spent money investing in the IICC, the Oluyole Warriors, Shooting Stars of Ibadan. Then today you can never forget the impact of Chief Lekon Salami. Currently, his son, who is Mr. Taiwo Salami, is the chairman of the club. But aside from that, you cannot overestimate. You cannot underemphasize the importance of what the likes of Chief Lekon Salami, the likes of Baba Eleron did in development of sport. The likes of Bode Thomas did in the development of Okoya Thomas, sorry, did in the development of sport in this country. I can tell you for a fact that's one thing that that's it. Sorry, that was the tournament is one tournament that you can put your money into, because I can tell you it's a place where you're going to get rewards, plentiful rewards. There. Sam is in the studio with me this evening. Sam, good evening and welcome to the Sports Radio Show.
Good evening, Jeremiah. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're well. It's good to be back. I'm just I look forward to our discussion today for what we have to talk about in Europe and all around the world. The Premier League is coming to an end. The Premier League coming to an end. If I have to describe this season in just one word, I would say, um, I don't know. I can't really explain it in more than in just one word. Teams, some of the teams have performed lower than expected, namely Liverpool, Chelsea, and it's not, it's kind of funny to see because it's not something that I would have expected. But I was saying before the discussion
Mm.
later in the show, and yeah,
Okay.
it's good to be back.
No, you didn't tell us where you went to last week. You were scared. You ran away. Mm. We know where.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
yes. That
Nice.
that that one shall be well, it wasn't a happy one. It wasn't a happy one.
Mm, mm, mm. Anyways, Sam is back. Hopefully, I said it already that maybe Arsenal will be playing in the Champions League final. The last time they had that experience was in 2006, 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Ah, and they do the unthinkable.
20 years ago, I was still in primary school. Yeah.
In primary school, 20 years ago. Man. Okay, let's start from the home scene right now. The Nigerian Premier Football League. Don't forget that Athletics too won championship. Nigeria have secured four World Championship tickets in Gabon. That's in talking about in Botswana. I missed that trip. I should have been in Botswana. I have some friends in Botswana. One of my good friends now. Yeah. Well,
And you
I
did
met
and you
her.
did not and you did not go?
My bad. I didn't go. I met her in Nigeria. She came to Nigeria 2 years ago. Yeah, but unfortunately, I couldn't travel down to Botswana. I'll try to reach out to her one of these days to just to to talk with her. It's been a long time, actually. It's been a long time. Yeah, yeah. That's it. My name is Angela. She's I think she's into. I think she's into high jump. No, um, short put. Yeah, short put. Her name is Angela. Very good. I think last time we spoke during the fuel hike. It reached everybody. It taught them to in Botswana. That's when she had to tell me that, hey, Charlie, things are not going smoothly there. Okay, let's talk about the results of the game. Let's put it to you that Nigerian gaffer, the Super Eagles gaffer, was at the Lagos Salami Stadium at Masiba, Ibadan yesterday. The game between Shooting Stars and Nasarawa United. That was a game to watch, a game to behold, a game that you cannot even forget in a long time. Yes, a five-goal thriller at the at the Lagos Salami Stadium at Damasiba. Yesterday, Eric was there, and also one of the dignitaries there was the chairman of the club himself, talking about Chief Taiwo Salami. He was at the club. He was around when the game was played there in Ibadan. And I can tell you, it was actually one of the games to watch, to behold, and to enjoy at the stadium there. Okay, let's look at the results of the games that were played. Yes, like I given to you earlier, talking about that the Shooting Stars, they defeated Nasarawa United by 3 goals to nil. The solid miners could not go far in mining 3 point there at the Oluyole Warriors Pine. And also Warri Wolves also defeated Plateau United by a lone goal. And also Kun Khalifa defeated Kano Pillars by 2 goals to 1, trying as much as possible to move out of the relegation waters. And also Rivers United defeated Abia Warriors by 3 goals to 0. And also the game between Bernard Jonas and Casina was postponed. And also we know that Enugu Rangers traveled all the way. I told Dami last week, I said be watchful, be careful, look into this game clearly, carefully, look at it. This game is not what we think it's going to be. This game, I'm seeing a draw, but Rangers, Fidelis Ilechukwu defeated by SI United by 2 goals to 0. I think I really need, I deserve. a bottle of Coke. No, sorry, a bottle of wine from Emeka Iwani. Yes, I'm going to give him a call after this show. And also, Yimba also defeated Rebel Stars by 2 goals to 1. Barrow defeated Academy by 3 goals to nil. While Collins United, yes, traveled, yes, to Mina. And also, they played a 2-2 draw. While Ikorodu City and Wiki Tories will be playing their game tomorrow. Right now, the table has experienced a little shift, and Shooting Stars have jumped to the top 3. I was looking at the start and I was looking at it. When was the last time Shooting Stars played on the continent? That was over 25 years ago. This time around, what is going to happen? Don't forget the 1996 drama. Don't forget Shooting Stars, one of the club, one of the club in Nigeria that won continental titles. Yes, I'm talking about the Oluyole Warriors. Let me just do let's go to the memory lane and let's talk about one of the moments they had, yes, when it comes to continental football. And let's talk about the African Cup. Yes, talking about the African Cup of Cup of Champions Club. And that's talking about the runners up in 1984 and 1996. And also let's talk about Shooting Stars, the CAF Cup. They won it in 1992, and also the African Cup Winners' Cup in 1976. After that time, it's been a long time that we've seen Shooting Stars getting to the last time they were on the continent. Like I said, it was over 25 years ago. It was in 1999. 1999. What is going to happen? Toby, I don't want to the sport director, and also Titaro Salami, who is the chairman of the club. They have been doing something beautiful since they got on board just some months ago. It's just still like less than a year, and it's looking as if they are driving the club, the Warriors, to the promised land. Well, Ikorodu City, they're in the fourth position with 55 points. Shooting Stars with 57 points. While Enugu Rangers tops the table with 62 points. Rivers United second. Battle between Finidi George and Fidelis Ilechuku, 61 points. And let's talk about the bottom four right now. Kun Khalifa for the 3 points. Remo Stars 43 points. Wiki is 40 points. Bayelsa United, they've dropped to the bottomless pit. I've told you in the Nigerian League, don't let your vessel get a little spot. The moment it begins to leak, forget it. That vessel will sink. That is what I said some 2 months ago. And it's looking as if Bayelsa United, they are now the victim of a leaked vessel. They are on the sea, they are on the ocean, and right now it looks as if their vessel is leaking as we speak. Okay, let's move away from there and let's talk about what the night. Yes, let's talk about what's really going on. Yes, also in the NNL, we also have that the Super Four. Where yes, in the NNL, the Super Four begins. That's talking about begins. Yes, yes, this week, and that's talking about the fact that 4 clubs. That's talking about Doma United, Rangers Bay, Inter Lagos, and Sporting Lagos, who have already secured promotion. Yes, in the league, yeah, they will be getting to play the Super Four to determine the winner of the most important league in Nigeria. Today, that's talking about Doma United. Sporting Lagos against Rancha Bees. That's by 4 p.m. The game has started already. I'm going to get the result and give it to yours right now. Doma United is playing Inter Lagos by 6 p.m. And also the two have Rangers Bees and Inter Lagos. That's on Wednesday by 4 p.m. Sporting Lagos against Doma as well too by 6 p.m. While on Friday, Doma United and Rangers Bees also by that's 3 p.m. And also Inter Lagos and Sporting Lagos by 3 p.m. Let's also put it there. Let's talk about still talking about the NLL, the Super Four. We're trying to look at how the results of the games, the game that was played. Let me put it to you. Sporting Lagos defeated Rangers Bees by a lone goal. While right now, 8 minutes past, Doma United and Inter Lagos are still playing a barren draw. And also, let's just talk about athletics right now and let's put it there. And let's talk about Team Nigeria ended their campaign at the 2026 World Relay in Botswana on Sunday by securing 2 more tickets to the 2027 World Athletic Championships in Beijing, as well as stands a chance to the World Athletics Ultimate Championships later for Budapest in September. I would love to be in Budapest, Hungary. So, having picked up a mixed 4 by 100-meter relay ticket with an African record on the opening day and missing out in the other 5 events, there were fresh opportunities in the repatch on day 2, and 2 were successfully taken. The quartile of Samuel Natalia and Mary Kudoro, Chidi Okezie, and Patient Okon George started the day in a mixed 4 by 400 meet, running a season best of 3 minutes 12 seconds to place second behind South Africa, who overtook them on a home straight to win it by 3 minutes 12 seconds. And also Nigeria and South Africa swapped position multiple times during the race, and it took the experience of Okon to hold up pressure from the top place Germany and secure Nigeria's second World Championship ticket. And also talking about cutters of Rosemary Nwako, Obi Chukuma, and Mary Thompson Omokwe and Miracle Ezechuku also returned with a season best of 42.94 seconds, and also to place second behind France, who also had 42.92 second. Also, we're running late. So let's also put it there. And despite disappointment in final day, we have the mix 4 by 100-meter relay team, and also qualified for the inaugural World Athletic Ultimate Championship set to be held in Budapest. And also looking at the fact that we finished top 6 in the final, which also won by Jamaica in the world record time by 39 by 62 second. And also reigning National Sports Festival champion Chidera Eziako run a 38.50 second, finishing behind Belgium and Jamaica. That's just it right there when just of athletics. Okay, let's put it there. Let's talk about other stories that we put it there, but we need to take this commercial break and also put it to you that the Champions League game this week, and also we'll be looking at it. We're going further to look at it. Chelsea were defeated today by 3-1. Forest encroached them. We'll be back after this time, and then we'll go straight to Europe. Stay tuned.
SportRadio 91.7, amplifying women's voices every hour, every day.
Nigeria, a nation of many languages and many tribes. We will stand together, live together, and grow together. United we stand, united we thrive. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7 FM.
HB 1349 ní nọ́mbà ìwé òfin ilé aṣòfin 1349. HB 1349 ó wà fún àwọn ipò tí a fi pamọ́ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn obìnrin ní ilé aṣòfin àgbà, ilé aṣòfin aṣojú àti àwọn ilé aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀. Tí o bá fọwọ́ sí HB 1349, ìjọba wa yóò dára sí i. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a panupọ̀ kí a sọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ilé aṣòfin wa kí wọ́n dìbò fún HB 1349 fún Nàìjíríà tó dára. Tí o bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ Nàìjíríà, ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún HB 1349 kí o fi ìfilọ̀ yìí ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Ìkéde yìí wá láti Women Radio 91.7.
Remember how mom would wake up early, make us breakfast, clean our uniforms?
We have to do something special for her.
Yes, so let's make this money first.
Praise your mom with a trip to Zanzibar this 2026 in the 3 Crowns Mom of the Year competition. Write a note using each letter of her name and submit with a picture of 5,000 naira worth of 3 crowns on www.3crowns.com.ng or at our collection centers for your chance to win. T's and C's apply. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms. Happy families.
The most anticipated Women Radio Children's Day Funfair 2026 is here. Join us on Wednesday, 27 May, as we transform the day into a magical wonderland just for you. From table tennis and trampolines to a mega slide, train rides, toddler town, gift packs, and much more. Venue is Arepo Community Primary School Arepo. Ticket is 5,000 naira only. There will be discounts for bringing more than 3 kids. So, mark your calendars for May 27. And let's have fun together. For ticket and vendor booking, call 080-600-92137 or 090-5555-8668. Email sales@wfm917.com.
otu ụmụ nwaanyị igwe mgbasa ozi Women Radio Membership n'olu bekee na-ejikọ gị na ụmụ nwaanyị azụmahịa ndị ọzọ, ndị ọchụnta ego, ụmụ akwụkwọ, ndị nlekwa ezinụlọ, ndị ọrụ ugbo na ndị ezumike nka dị na steeti 36 nke Naijiria. Dịka onye otu ụmụ nwaanyị igwe mgbasa ozi, azụmahịa gị bụ nke a ga-akwalitere gị n'efu n'igwe mgbasa ozi ụmụ nwaanyị. Ị ga-enwetakwazi ihe nrite ihe ọma ndị dị ịtụnanya dị iche iche, ma nwetakwazi ohere ịnọ ma sonyere ihe omume anyị gasị. Tinye Women Radio app n'ekwentị gị taa ka ị wee nụrụ olu gị n'igwe mgbasa ozi. Debanye aha n'efu na wfm917.com ma gbaa mbọ hụ na ị na-esonyere otu chịkọtara ụmụ nwaanyị igwe mgbasa ozi. Nkọwara nzikọrịta ozi Facebook ọ bụ otu ma Alpha Foundation and Nigeria Media Innovation Program NAMIP na HIJAP ma ha na-akwado otu abụ Women Radio Membership.
You looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now. Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
Ayé ìgbádùn tó fẹ́ jẹ ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń ná owó rẹ̀. Ètò tuntun tó ń bọ̀ lórí Women Radio 91.7 yóò kọ́ ọ bí a ṣe ń náwó, bí a ṣe ń tọ́jú owó àti bí o ṣe lè ní owó tó pọ̀ jaburata. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, Amọ́nì yóò kọ́ ọ ní ètò ìṣúná bí o ṣe lè lo owó rẹ̀ lọ́nà tó tọ́ àti lọ́nà tó yẹ. Lórí Amọ́nì, kò sáyè ìsápamọ́ lórí kó o yáwó, kò sáyè ọ̀nkú bí o tí ì jẹun bẹ̀ yẹn. A ó kọ́ ọ bí o ṣe ń náwó, bí o ṣe ń tọ́jú owó àti bí o ṣe lè dá wà láàyè ara rẹ̀. Pàdé wa lórí Women Radio 91.7 ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Tuesday láago 3:00 ọ̀sán. Women Radio 91.7 ohùn fún obìnrin. Amọ́nì, gbogbo obìnrin ní láti gbọ́.
Are you a business owner, freelancer, or salary earner in Lagos State? Taxes are not just bills to pay. Taxes are investments to develop your Lagos and your future. Women Radio, WFM 91.7, in partnership with Lagos Internal Revenue Service, LIRS, bring you Tax Radio every Wednesday at 5 p.m. and every Friday at 6:05 p.m. with tax experts on your tax rights and tax obligations in Lagos. Tax Radio with LIRS on Women Radio WFM 91.7, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. and Fridays at 6:05 p.m. Empower yourself with your tax rights and obligations in Lagos.
Radio 91.7.
Okay, I was having this conversation with someone and I said, it's looking as if after 2 decades, it looks as if Arsenal might be playing in the Champions League final. I'm imagining the nostalgia right now, what it's going to look like at Emirates this week on Tuesday when Arsenal side versus Diego Simeone and his Buccaneers when they come to the Emirates. Don't forget, the first leg ended by 1-1 draw, and Arsenal just needs to score a goal, a solitary goal, to defend and to extend their stay in the Champions League. I think they have been in the final a couple of times, but it comes to Arsenal, it looks very iconic. It's going to be very, very iconic to see Arsenal in the Champions League May 30th. Now in the studio with me, Sam. Arsenal defeated Fulham by 3 goals to 0. The moment I saw that and I saw what Gyökeres did, the assist he did for Bukayo Saka, I told myself, I said, this is going to help the boys to get to the final of the Champions League. Do you have the same sentiment?
When I saw the assist from Gyökeres,
Sam,
yes, can you hear me?
I'm trying to get Sam right now.
Can you hear me?
Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to get Sam right now. Okay, let's
Can you
leave
hear me?
that. Okay, Sam.
Yeah, can you hear me right now?
Oh yes, perfect. Okay, let's talk about it, Sam. Do you share
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same sentiment?
So when I saw that assist from Gyökeres for Saka, what came to my mind was that okay, Arsenal can really make the Champions League final. And bearing in mind, I'll be very honest, the Champions League genuinely wasn't on my list. It was not on my list. It was just the Premier League because I was waiting because this is the team that hasn't won the Premier League for 20 years, and that's like the one trophy that Mikel Arteta is trying to win for these guys because, this is the season where trophies had to be coming in. This is the season of trophies, not getting to the final and losing it. They had to win trophies. They had to win silverware. So I think the Premier League is pretty much done and dusted. I think we've got the Premier League there. We just need to score as many goals as they can, and the Champions League will be the icing on the cake. So if we can make the Champions League final, get through tomorrow evening against Atletico Madrid, score 2-3 goals, and all shall be well.
All shall be well. Okay, let's start again. Let's put it again. Let's start from the results of games that were played over the weekend in the EPL. Talk about Leeds defeated Burnley by 3 goals to 1. Wolves and Sunderland played a 1-1 draw. Newcastle defeated Brighton by 3 goals to 1. Brentford also defeated West Ham by 3 goals to 0. Right now, it looks as if West Ham might get relegated, but we can't say yet. Arsenal against Fulham, 3 goals to 0. Bournemouth defeated Crystal Palace by 3 goals to 0. Manchester United, yes, defeated Liverpool by 3 goals to 2. And Aston Villa had also lost to Tottenham by 2 goals to 1. The Zabi has brought resurgence back to the Saints, and the Saints are alive right now. And also Forest, right now, the game that was just concluded, Forest defeated Chelsea by 3 goals to 1. And also we have Everton against Man City tonight. Okay, Sam, let's start with something. Manchester United against Liverpool. Did you see that result coming that way, or you were expecting something different?
I wasn't expecting either team to win during that game. I was expecting a draw, but I have to commend Manchester United on their resurgence since Michael Carrick took over, because Manchester United were all over the place before Michael Carrick came into the job, and since Carrick has come into the job, he has had a clear game plan. He's set the players what he really wants to do. They seem more organized, and Bruno Fernandes is playing in his best position, and he's doing what he's supposed to do.
The guy has created. He's
assists.
almost close to breaking the record of Mesut Ozil right now.
Exactly. I think he has 19 assists so far. I think he just needs one more assist to tie Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne. So, and Manchester United have what, 4 games left, something like that. So he can easily break it if he wants. So it's been a great second half of the season for Manchester United. That has to be said.
And it was the first time they defeated Liverpool back to back since 2015-2016 season, 10 years ago. That's a very, very big one. I think those time were the time Carrick was still playing with Manchester United.
Exactly. So 10 years from then up until now. I mean, in that 10-year period, Sir Alex Ferguson was long gone. Before then, they had the likes of Jose Mourinho, Louis van Gaal, Oli Solskjaer. They even signed Ronaldo like 3 or 4 years ago. Look how that turned out. So, but I don't know, there's some sort of pattern with Premier League big sides is that they almost want to suffer so much when it comes to transfers and playing before they now know that they need to change things. I don't know if anyone catches that. It's like the teams almost want to suffer so much before they even say, okay, what we are doing is not right. We need
Okay.
to change our model and our plan.
Okay, let's call. The phone number is open. It's 07917 917 07000 917 The question I want to ask Sam right now, and I want our fans to join in, is should Manchester United convert Carrick from an interim manager to a full-blown manager in the club? Should they convert the status of his contract right now? Instead of giving him interim and also just giving him a little there, I think he has passed the trial period. I think he should be confirmed as a full-time coach for the club. For you, do you think should they still give him some time more? Or they should look forward to cutting, because I know from some corners they are looking at maybe getting Olivier Glasner or to bring Raula or some other coach to the club. Do you think Carrick is okay? He has paid his bills. He has paid his dues, and he deserves some accolades.
I mean, Michael Carrick they called him what in January. I think they gave him the interim role in January. So he has had he's had at least 10 Premier League games, if not more, from that time, because I think it was around that time that his first game was against Arsenal, which he won. And then he beat Manchester City a week later in the Manchester Derby. So from then till now, that's almost 4 months, which is more than 10 games at least. So I think then it's I think in that time frame, Manchester United they must have really said, this guy knows what he's doing with the players that he has at his disposal, despite one or two areas where I feel they may need to work on in the transfer window. I think he should really have the job because the players seem to understand his game plan. The players seem to understand their roles and what they need to do, and they're getting results. The key thing is they're getting results.
Okay, quickly, Sam, the game between Liverpool yesterday, what do you think went wrong? What are the things, your key highlights in that game yesterday?
I mean, I didn't watch the game accurately yesterday, but from what I can say is that from Liverpool's side, I think defensively they weren't very strong. Virgil van Dijk, as good as a defender he is, in the Premier
Forgot
League.
his man.
Sorry?
I think he forgot his man.
Yeah. For as good a defender he is, Virgil van Dijk, I was quite disappointed that someone of his caliber will forget his man and he wasn't, switched on as much, which was very disappointing for me because, Van Dijk he's a very good Premier League defender. He's shown that for years, but, just to lose focus on your position is very, very disappointing for me as well.
Okay, let's leave that on the side. Chelsea against Forest. Were you expecting that? I was surprised. I was coming. I was on my way, and I saw 3-0, and I was like, "Tagwa, why you back the Braves?" And I was like, "What's going on with Chelsea right now? What's really happening to that club? These guys, what's really wrong with them at the moment? Chelsea fans need to talk to me. What's really the problem? Oh my God!"
To all the Chelsea fans, I don't know. One needs to really look in the mirror and say, as a Chelsea fan, what is wrong with my club? What is wrong with my club? Because I don't seem to understand what is going on. And honestly, it starts from the top. It's not the players can be as bad as they want, but primarily if it starts from the top with the ownership, and if you don't have a good structure, a good model, it affects everybody from the ownership to the club staff to the medical staff to the manager who you bring in and the players that you have at your disposal, which ends up being the results on the pitch that they give. So something is definitely very wrong. But the game the game tonight, which ended like just an hour ago, it was very bad. Unbelievably bad. I was just very disappointed.
That's serious right now. Okay, let's talk about the Champions League. And the phone line is open is 07917 917 is 07000 Arsenal fans, please give me the call.
We must have one call before we finish. One, please, just one call. Mm. Firework. You know, something very interesting I saw on Twitter one time. I saw on Twitter last week that I don't know who it was, maybe a former player long ago, or whether he's a manager. He said, I think he gave a quote on that PSG Bayern Munich game. He said something like, it was very disappointing, like it wasn't normal football. The normal football that I used to watch was goalkeeper would goalkeep, defenders would defend, midfield midfielders will keep their midfield, and strikers will score goals. In that PSG game, I think the journalist said, in that PSG game, in that Bayern game, it was just attack, attack, attack. No defense, no midfield settling, and it wasn't normal football for me. When I read that, I was like, oh wow. It's as if this is not football to him at all. It's just attack, attack, attack. And I don't know. I kind of, I don't know, maybe I tried not to agree with him, but I did not see any kind of defending in that game. I really didn't, because it was just when PSG attack and score, Bayern Munich was do the same. Attack and score, attack and score. And it was just a matter of who will go down first, who will be the last man standing or be the last team standing. So, but I don't think that tie is over yet. That PSG Bayern Munich game is not over yet. Um, I think it will be a very low scoring game. It's not going to be as high. The score will be 2-1. However, I don't know who will win the game. The result will be the result will be 2-1, but I don't know who will win the game. I think it, I think it I think it comes down to who scores first, really. Who gets the first goal? I think that's all it comes. Sorry? Yeah, but what I'm saying is, for that game, that Atletico Arsenal game, yes, we have home advantage. We just need to score goals. But if we get the first goal, it will put them in a good place, because defensively, they are one of the best in the Champions League, defensively, if not the best, because they don't concede many goals in the Champions League. Sorry, say that again, please. Yeah. Yeah, yes, because it because it's his strongest side, you know. David Raya is there, Gabriel was there, and surprise Saka. I think Saka started that game as well, which was nice to see, you know, and because they need well, they need him. Madueke is great, but Saka is something else. And if he starts tomorrow, it will be great because you know you need all your best guys when it comes to the Champions League. And so if Arteta fields that team with Rice and Saka as well, then they have a very good chance of getting past Atletico Madrid and potentially to a Champions League final. I mean, Everton sitting 11th place with 47 points. They've they you know they'll be playing Premier League season. They'll be playing Premier League football again next year. If you can remember, it wasn't too long ago that they were potentially gonna be relegated, but we're not gonna talk about that. I think Everton are not a pushover side, but I can see where people are saying that Man City might come up with might draw a game because in fact, if you look at their timetable, I think they are playing 4 games in 11 days, which means that's not a lot of rest time. So Guardiola will find it very difficult to rest his players, and it could mean that there is possibility that points may be dropped, you know, because they're in the title race against Arsenal. So I can see why Everton, Man City tonight might be a draw game, but I don't think that will be the case because Man City they know how to turn up against any side that they come up with. So it'll be interesting to see how this game ends.